Hey everybody, it's Papa Wyggzz again. We're going to be talking about the NFC West Dream Team. Let's jump right in. And QB, I know some people might not agree with this choice, but I've looked into this. I really think that Brock Purdy is going to be the guy this year in the West again. He had a tremendous season last year. This guy just keeps proving everybody wrong, and I don't see him um, regressing anytime soon. So um, he's my guy at QB. My RB1, obviously McCaffrey. He's to me the best running back in the league. He can catch the ball. He can pass the ball. He can run the ball. I shouldn't say pass the ball. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He can block. This guy's a beast. He's the whole package. He really helps that offense go. So he's my guy at number one running back. Number two, Kyren Williams from the Rams. Uh, Again, he had a tremendous season last year, especially up until he got hurt. And then when he came back, he left off. Um, he picked up right where he left off. I don't see any reason for him to not do the same thing this year. I know they drafted a rookie running back for the Rams. I don't really think that that's going to impact uh, uh, Williams' output in regards to his numbers. Actually, it may help him, and keeping him more fresh throughout the year, so that he can produce even more. So I'm not worried about it one bit. I think as long as he stays healthy and he avoids the injury bug, he's gonna have another great season. My wide receiver one is Puka. Um, what can you say? He had a tremendous rookie year. I don't think anybody was expecting that. I think he was a huge surprise in fantasy football. I think he's got a really good connection with Stafford. I think they only built it even more last year when Cup was out. Cup's getting older. Um, I really think he's going to struggle to regain that connection with Stafford because of the injury. I just think Puka um, did something that you don't usually see with a lot of rookie receivers. He came out um, and had a tremendous year. Um, uh, Most rookie receivers, even first round guys, tend to struggle a little bit um, until they can um, get used to the speed of the game, all the different routes, the route running, all that stuff. But Puka did a tremendous job, and I think he's going to have another great season. Wide receiver two, I'm going with DK Metcalf. Let me just tell you, this guy is a beast. Um, he's been hitting the weight room, just like most athletes do in the summer, but it really shows. He's fast. Uh, I think that he is just going to go out and have a great season. And to be honest with you, well, whether it's Geno Smith or Sam Howell, I don't think it matters. I think that he's going to have a great year no matter who the quarterback is. I think the addition of JSN last year for Seattle when they drafted him um, is going to be a huge help because I think JSN is up and coming receiver that's going to have a breakout year this year. And I think you throw in Tyler Lockett. Um, yeah, he's probably not going to have a big of an impact as he has in the past because of JSN, but I think they have definitely a tremendous receiving core there in Seattle, and I think DK is going to be coming out and having a great year. Wide receiver three, um, I've got to go with Marvin Harrison Jr., and here's the reason why. I think he comes from a bloodline. His dad was tremendous. He had a tremendous college career. I think he had tremendous OTAs. I think he's going to build that chemistry with Murray. Uh, the Cardinals are going to make him a significant part of the offense, and they got to throw to somebody, right? I mean, and to me, uh, it's him, and then I'll be talking about his cohort here in just a second. That, but he's one of the guys that Murray's going to be looking for. Um, do I think he's going to break any records or do anything like that? I don't necessarily know that he's going to do that. But I do think that he's probably going to have a better season than some of these other guys, um, that I'll be talking about here in a few minutes. So I really do think that he deserves to be here, um, uh, based on the other guys that are in the division. So, and that leads me into his teammate here, my tight end, McBride. Uh, Go ahead, pick Kelsey as the number one tight end, you know, Mark Andrews, whatever. But here's my bold prediction. I think McBride is going to be um, a top three tight end this year, if not the top tight end. Um, I know people might say you're crazy, you're nuts, there's no way. I'm telling you, this guy is the real deal. He's got a connection with Murray. They got, they just brought in Harrison. He's going to open up things for Harrison. Harrison's going to open up things for him. With Murray's mobility, that's going to help. I just think McBride came out last year and showed everybody what it's about. And he is going to be one of the top tight ends in the league this year, if not the guy. Um, Go ahead, pick Kelsey, pick Andrews. Kelsey's getting old, and Andrews is coming off an injury. To me, this guy right here has a legitimate shot of being the TE1 in fantasy football this year, and in statistically in the NFL this year as well. So with that, let's go into my bench player number one. I got to go with Debo Samuel from the 49ers. I know some people would say, why wouldn't you put Debo as your wide receiver three, or even your wide receiver two? Here's why. I think that there's so many weapons on the 49ers that they're going to spread it around. I think the way that they use Debo in San Francisco, um, especially in the running game, is going to limit, the amount of targets he gets in the receiving game. So from a pure positional position, um, I couldn't do it. I also think that Debo is at a lot higher risk of getting hurt, because of how they use him in San Francisco. I love the guy. I think he's an outstanding player, but they continue to just run the ball with him, shove him up the middle. He's taking hits that normal receivers don't usually take, which ends up causing him to, slow down, get injured, get hurt, and you're not going to be able to keep going at that pace, and keep taking those hits, and especially as a receiver. So until the 49ers figure that out and Shanahan decides not to do that, I just don't, I just can't put him in as my starting wide receiver. I think that there's these other guys are going to have a much better season statistically than Debo. That leads me into my next bench player, Ayuk. I think he is a tremendous receiver. Definitely deserves to be on my bench. I know he's having some contract issues. Last I heard, they had a sit down. It went well. They haven't come to an agreement. Is he going to have a good year? Yeah, I think he will. Is he going to have a great year compared to the other guys that I have in my starting lineup? No, I don't think Ayuk's going to do it just because of the way they run their offense in San Francisco. I think that holds them back. from a statistical standpoint. Especially with Debo, McCaffrey, and Kittle all very active in the passing game. So that just hurts, Ayuk. And so is he definitely deserving to be on my bench? Yes. Is he deserving to be in the starting lineup? I don't think so. Again, that's just my opinion. And then finally, my last player here, I had to go with JSN from Seattle. I'm a big fan of JSN. I think that he's gonna have a breakout year. I really do. I think that him and DK are gonna be a deadly combination. In Seattle. They got Walker as their running back. They got Lockett in there, who's still showing that he can play. But I think JSN is, he's going to have a tremendous rookie or sophomore year. And I think that him and Metcalf are going to feed off of each other. I think that teams aren't going to be able to, account for both of them, and it's just going to help both of those guys have tremendous years. So, um, did he deserve to be in my starting lineup? No, I still give the nod to DK on that, but he's definitely deserving to be on my bench. So with that, that's the NFC West. Again, appreciate everybody checking Wiggs and I videos out. Like I've said before, we're going to be dropping a lot of content. Check out our YouTube channel, Fantasy Fools, PPR. Make sure you check us out on X and Snapchat and Instagram. If you like our content, please subscribe, follow us, like our videos. Um, we appreciate all you guys checking us out, and we're gonna just keep going with this. We're gonna be doing some different things. It's not gonna be like your ordinary fantasy football stuff that you've been seeing from other places. So anyways, appreciate all you guys' time and have a great night.